And the last question from me then. You have said about the UN's valuable role in the international relations. Well, it is quite clear, although many have criticized it, and your counterpart, Mr. Erdogan, said the other day that the United Nations Security Council should be taken away because the group of victorious states monopolized the power. Do you agree with that? No, I don't. He has come recently to Russia and we have met. I have looked through his ideas. I agree with some points that he has made, but still, well, it is clear why he says this. He believes, it seems, that Turkey could have also become a UNSC permanent member state, but it's not Russia that has to decide. It should be a consensus decision. And we have India, we have South Africa. This is quite a fair thing to do. The most important thing is to strike a balance. There can be different solutions of this problem. I'm not going to jump ahead and tell you about Russia's position. But what is important here, and I have pointed this out in my introductory remarks, and I said that to Mr. Erdogan, well, if we destroy the veto right, the United Nations would die the same day. It would turn into the League of Nations. This will be just the venue for a discussion. It will be Valdai Club number 2. But the Valdai Club number 1 is here, and Valdai Club number 2 will be in New York. Well, we are ready to replace it, yeah. Well, this is the point, actually. We do not want to change anything. Well, we do need to change, but we do not want to destroy the foundation. This is actually the basis of the UN. There are 5 permanent member states having veto rights in the United Nations Security Council. There are other states which are non-permanent members, but we should think about making the organization more balanced, because indeed it is true. And in this, Mr. Erdogan is right. United Nations appeared after World War II, and there have been some changes in the power balance as well, and we know that very well. In terms of purchasing power parity, China is ahead of the United States. What is that? This is actually the global change. And what about India? There are 1,500,000,000 people there. Where is Latin America? Where is Africa? Brazil is a giant economy. We should think about that as well. We should discuss these things, but we should not rush in. We should not make mistakes while reforming the organization. Well, the Valdai Club leadership will consider this issue, will consider conducting sessions in New York. I'm afraid about visas. We will have problems with that, I think. Well, you know, probably if it is the head of state level, then it's okay. We can ask Mr. Lavrov to speak about that with his counterparts. Well, yeah, indeed, we can hold Valdai Club meetings abroad at some other venues. It could be interesting. There are well-known, famous analysts, experts here coming from different countries, so we can involve others who could join these discussions in the hosting country. I think it's very good. So we have a goal ahead of us. So, dear friends, feel free to ask questions. Is it a goal? Well, it's not a goal, it's an opportunity. It's just like a crisis.